Lottie, did you move the TV again?
I'm being framed.
We're lucky nothing's broken here, Missy.
This is all Mac's fault.
Lottie, she was a hoarder.
Hey Lottie, it's so good to see you. Your family here has asked me over for a little chat.
I'm out.
I'm Cara, the manager of Ralphy's Retreat. We love pigs, and this is a pig sanctuary. In our little corner of the world, people care a whole lot about animals, and pigs are no exception. They have so much personality. They're social, playful, clever, and they can get themselves into a whole pile of trouble. Sometimes, I think they're living in a world of their own.
There are nearly 100 pigs at Ralphy's Retreat. Most of these pigs love to rummage. When a thing gets dug up, like a truffle, it makes these pigs very happy. But this is not their story. For among the many rummagers who live here, there is one who is a secret hoarder. This is her story.
Lottie?
Guys, look how cute I am. Have you ever considered that I'm being framed?
No, we have not.
Pigs have some pretty amazing snouts. They're always sniffling around for something. A pig's snout is a fine and powerful tool for manipulating objects. This is particularly important in the wild because pigs are constantly sourcing materials with which to make elaborate nests. So they'll grab grass and twigs and make these elaborate caves to cover themselves. Pigs are master nest builders. It's not that different at Ralphy's Retreat. When you walk around the sanctuary, you'll find pigs buried in mounds of straw. Sometimes when they're in the house, you'll find the pigs completely wrapped up in blankets. But often they get a bit more creative and they'll wander around the house sourcing materials to make more elaborate nests. But sometimes these specialized sniffers can get a pig into some serious trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pigs need lots of space to rummage and root around. It's natural for them. However, here at the retreat, it's not always possible to keep the pigs outside. Lottie's story is a really difficult one to hear, and it's actually quite amazing that she's the sweet little girl that she is today.
See, Cara thinks I'm cute.
As a piglet, she went to live in a family with lots of children. Unfortunately, the children were not kind to this little piglet and beat her within an inch of her life. A really kind lady who lived close by rescued Lottie and took her to her house. Lottie came to us at the beginning of February, so it was really cold and snowy out. The plan was that Lottie would stay in the house with us over the winter, and then she could go out and be a pig in the summer. Unfortunately, it didn't quite pan out like that.
Why would I want to give up the best room in the house?
If it was just me and Lottie living here, that would be one thing. But this is a retreat, and we're always welcoming new roommates.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
With the way that Lottie's been behaving recently, well, that's becoming a pig problem.
Cara and I have been roommates for a long time, and everything's been just great. We have a lot of laughs together, and while Cara's super busy keeping the retreat running, I'm always holding it down for her here in our tidy home. Cara, phone's ringing.
A rooster? It was where? Running down the street. You chased it under the neighbor's deck? Oh my goodness.
Why did the rooster cross the road? No, seriously, I'm asking. I'm just curious what that guy was up to.
How long did it take you? An hour. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna keep him? Oh, I already have a rooster. Roosters, sometimes don't get along.
Yep, some animals don't get along with other animals. I didn't really know that since I live inside with my bestie human being. But then that telephone rang again.
And he's 14? He's blind, okay. And what's his name? Mac. Yeah, I think a trial would be a really good idea. I'm not sure how the pigs will react to him or the cats and the dogs, but yeah, you know what, we'll make it work. No worries.
But that's actually when everything stopped working, because later that day, Mac the dog came to live with us.
Dum-de-dum-dum-do. Oh. Aww.
Land sakes, Rupert. You all right? You usually have a little more spring in your curly tail.
Morning, Annabelle. I just don't think I slept very well.
Why not?
I'm not exactly sure.
Was your straw bed all fluffed up?
Same as ever.
Well, did you count your sheep?
I counted all of them by name. Julian, Trevor, Domingo, Scotty, Fletcher, Gavin, Boris, and Steve.
Oh yes, I forgot you play poker with those sheep.
Travis,
Don't you usually get fleeced?
Weiser. And there's Philip, Luke, Buster, Pardeep, and Greg.
Well, I did ask.
Many hoarders lead a kind of double life. For years, they might present a brave front to the outside world, but a disruption to their daily routine might cause their inner world to finally explode into view.
Or, like I mentioned, I'm totally being framed. But Mac was most definitely disruptive.
Lottie's in the house destroying it, all ready for Mac's new arrival, and there's so many animals, so many pigs needing homes, and you know, we're always trying to find room, whether it's here or in homes. And you know what, when they come home, whether it's a dog, a pig, a cat, whoever, you know, it's worth it just to see them wagging their tails and happy. He's very confident. What are you doing? This is Mac.
Yeah, but this is temporary, right? Like, we're not sharing the Wi-Fi code with him. So Mac had this little dog's energy about him that I just was not feeling. He was running all over the place, he was getting his scent on everything, and maybe, just maybe, he was going places he shouldn't go.
What's over here? What's over there? What's under the bed? What's in this closet?
Listen, new guy, you've got to take it down a notch before...
Wow. There's a lot of junk in this trunk.
Piles of trash begin to appear throughout Kara's home. Mac the dog is dragging this secret trash into the light, along with his roommate's long-hidden problem.
Maybe it's just that these title screens keep talking trash about me.
Look, I'm a one-eyed dog and I'm blind in that one eye. But it didn't take me long to see what was actually happening around here. Lottie, she's a hoarder.
Lottie? Lottie!
Hey, they're important. You never know when we might need these moldy paper towels again.
Living here in Norfolk County, right on the edge of Lake Erie, we work hard every day to try and make our retreat a cozy and comfortable place for our pigs. At Ralphy's, we want to keep our pigs happy, and that begins with building them a habitat that is close as possible to what they would experience in nature. A pig's needs are actually fairly simple. All they need is a nice warm place to snuggle with their friends, and then they want somewhere to run and play and root and do piggy things. The snout and smell is pigs' #1 sense, so rooting is exceptionally important to them, and especially because their eyesight is so poor. So they use their snout for all sorts of things, but they're constantly digging in the dirt and using it to sniff out treats. And their nose is like a really hard disc of cartilage, and it's actually really, really strong. So they can turn over an area in minutes.
Minutes? Try seconds. I had this excavating business once. I would just tell the local pigs there were truffles nearby and let them do all the work.
It's exceptionally natural for a pig to be outside rooting around, playing with their siblings or friends, and if they don't have that, it can be very hard on them mentally. A pig that's locked inside 24/7, who doesn't get the opportunity to lay around in the sun, those pigs end up being quite reclusive and depressed. So mental well-being is extremely important, and a lot of that is found through a nice space to be in. So the natural habitat of the potbelly pig is in Vietnam. So most of us would never have actually had the opportunity to see that. In Vietnam, the pigs actually live in huge herds or sounders, and they go around and live a very social life. They also live in woodlands, and foraging is exceptionally important to them, which is where that snout comes in again. So they need an area where they're constantly searching for grubs and food and things to stimulate them. The way to a potbelly pig's heart is most definitely their stomach.
I remember, Nom. I love the smell of grubs in the morning.
So not only are the pigs interacting with each other and socializing, whether it's in here or with the pens around them, the other people that they're associating with are me and my volunteers. And it's especially important for a lot of the pigs that are here because they haven't had positive interactions with humans. So our job is to try and let them realize that not all humans are bad and that they can have as much fun chatting and playing with us as they can with their friends. Seeing the tails wagging, hearing the happy munching noises, the rooting in the dirt, pigs covered in mud, that lets me know that we're doing our job here properly at Ralphy's. And when we see happy pigs, that makes us happy too.
Mac the dog showed up at Ralphie's retreat and exposed Lottie's terrible secret. She's a hoarder, and her behavior isn't just affecting her roommates. Poor Rupert still can't sleep.
Nathan? Clifford? Bobby?
These are still the names of the sheep that you counted trying to get to sleep?
Yeah, and I still had absolutely no luck. I'm really suffering for it today, Annabelle.
Well, last night, did you try chamomile tea?
I did.
Did you try fluffing up the straw in your pan before you settled down for the evening?
Yeah, I did. But something just felt like it was missing.
Well, this is a little home remedy that always worked for my grandmama when she couldn't sleep. A nice warm glass of milk, half a banana, and a lorazepam.
When a hoarder pig is confronted, things often get worse before they get better.
Okay, look, I don't remember signing any kind of release to be on the show. It even says the word hoarder right now on the screen. That's not right. I'm telling you, this swine is fine.
That swine was not fine. I was kind of worried about my new roommate. I just kept hauling out more and more hidden junk. I was like a dog with a bone.
Cease and desist, Mac. That stuff all has its place.
What place, Lottie? It's spilling out of every cupboard and stuffed under every bed.
Maybe it all has a place. In my heart.
It's only a matter of time before Kara finds out.
Finds out that you're a snoop? A snoop doggy dog?
Oh, come on. You really don't need that spider.
I call her Charlotte.
Gee, that's original. It's plastic from a dollar store. You can throw it away.
But I can't. What if I need it for Halloween?
Halloween is 11 months from now. How about this empty can? Can we throw that out?
Or we could stuff it with pig puree.
Okay, how about this expired yogurt?
Hey, that's still good. That might be important.
Important for them to study at the Center for Disease Control, maybe. I scampered over to the TV set and I turned it on. There was a show that I really thought Lottie should see.
Who made him my watchdog anyway? And can you even believe there's a show called Hoarder Pigs? I had to shut the TV off before Kara came through the door.
Lottie, did you move the TV again?
I'm being framed.
We're lucky nothing's broken here, Missy.
This is all Mac's fault.
I don't want anything to do with you two right now.
Everything was fine before you got here.
I'm just trying to help. I've seen this before. And you have a serious problem, Lottie.
You're my serious problem. Stay out of my stuff.
Lottie's hoarding is putting new pressure on her entire household. Rather than acknowledge this, Lottie will go to even more extreme lengths to hide her problem.
Yesterday everything was fine, but now I think Kara's gonna call in movers and then kick me outside. I've gotta stop this call.
I'll go out to the barn and get a space ready. We're really limited on space right now because we're still constructing. So what time do you think you might be here? Hello?
Hello?
I chewed through that in the nick of time.
Wow, wow. Lottie was making some really bad decisions. She could have shocked herself, or who knows, she could have burnt down this whole place. Lottie'd been a house pig for so long, though, that she only knew about landlines. She didn't know that Kara also had a cell.
Lottie is driving me insane.
Oh no, what's going on?
She's just like tearing the house apart, running around, and I don't know what she and Mac are up to, but I'm just kind of at my wit's end. Worst case scenario, if you can't calm Lottie down, you might just calm me down.
Right.
Kara has called her friend Izzy. Izzy is a regular expert on hoarder pigs. Together, they decide it's time to stage an intervention.
Izzy was gonna come over? Oh no. I was being swine-jacked. But you tell me, did I have any other way of avoiding this confrontation? Did I have any other way out?
This little piggy had none. Lottie's hoarding has gotten out of control, and Kara is at the end of her rope. So, she's calling in backup.
I'm Izzy McCoy Hunter, and I love pigs. I also happen to be a hoarding expert. Today, I'm here to help out with Lottie's hoarding problem. Apparently, it's causing quite a stir around the house. This sort of behavior doesn't only hurt the hoarder pig, it hurts everyone, and every pig around them.
So was last night the first night that you couldn't sleep, Rupert?
No, I've been like this for a week, and it's getting worse and worse.
Well, maybe your pig iron is low.
Well, that's a thought, but the vet was just here recently, Annabelle. When was the last time that I felt shipshape? I don't know.
You can't trace your lack of sleep to anything?
Oh, Annabelle, I'm fit to be hogtied.
Not anything at all?
Wait, I guess it's been a few days since I've seen Aloysius.
Who the heck is Aloysius?
In every hoarder's life, there comes a time of reckoning with their family and their friends. Today, this will be Lottie's lot in life.
So I think with Lottie, we'll try to figure out why she's hoarding all of a sudden. There's obviously something going on, that she's not happy or distressed about something.
I don't feel like anybody's listening to me. Why am I not happy? Why am I distressed? Because I've got a new roommate and he immediately whistle barked on me. Snitches get stitches, Mac.
Aw, even her desperation is kind of cute. Say it again, Lottie. Just one more time. Please.
Snitches get stitches?
Aww.
Okay, that's enough, you title screens. I'm telling you, I do not have a hoarding problem. But I can't just throw any of this good stuff away. You never know when some of it might be important.
Today is the day Lottie's been dreading. Her family and friends have gathered for her intervention.
You've gotta be pulling my hindquarters.
Hey Lottie, it's so good to see you. Your family here has asked me over for a little chat.
But you've got Mac right there on your lap. He's already a part of the family? Then I'm out. Keep your waggy little tattletale away from me, Mac.
I knew you'd be mad, but I didn't know what else to do.
Mac has already learned how to fetch. In this case, how to fetch dozens of garbage bags. The cleanup commences. Meanwhile, Izzy tries to draw this pig out of her room.
I brought you some cereal, Lottie.
Why? Because you think I'm a serial offender? Because you think I can't stop?
I started bagging up trash at the top of the stairs. I could hear everything Lottie was saying about me, though. And it was pretty rough.
This was all Mac's
You
fault.
have to get rid of some of your stuff.
Maybe it's not all mine. Maybe some of it's yours. Maybe it's important and I'm saving it for all of you.
I hear you, Lottie. We all have stuff.
But sometimes we have stuff that we need to let go.
I do like cereal.
Okay, Lottie, we're gonna take it slow and you're gonna be in charge every step of the way.
But that's not how it felt. Not at the time. Izzy went to join Kara for a minute, and that's when I saw Mac at the top of the stairs. His garbage bag was already filled to bursting. Ah, that's important stuff you're tossing down those stairs.
Kara said we're taking this to the dump.
I'll take you to the dump.
And we tousled over a bag of garbage. Oh, like a couple of animals.
But that's when it happened. There's important things in here.
And that's when we found Aloysius. That's Rupert's teddy bear. That's Aloysius. Rupert hasn't been able to sleep a wink without it.
And so, in a way, we were both right. Lottie was right that there were important things in that bag that shouldn't go to the dump.
And Mac was right that I had a hoarding problem. I could see that now.
Lottie was a hoarder, but she was no thief. Lottie was unsure how the teddy bear found its way into her collection, but she was shocked that she'd hoarded it away without a second thought. It was a wake-up call.
And it was a good night call, too. The second that Kara brought Aloysius back to me, I took a total dirt nap. I was instantly snouting logs. Aloysius. Aloysius. Hey, I don't blame Lottie at all. I know it was just an accident, and I'm really happy to get my teddy bear back. On top of that, I'm really happy that Lottie is getting the help that she needs too.
Okay, I've watched a few seasons of hoarder pigs now, so I know there are other pigs like me. And I know that this doesn't get fixed overnight. But when that plastic bag spilled open, a lot of my feelings spilled open too. I came to Kara's after being a piglet of a troubled home. And I've been trying to hold on to baggage for a long time that I should really let go. Because I do have a real home here. And I have a real friend. Sure, they say he's man's best friend, but I know that he's actually mine. Mac ended up really saving my butt.
It's been a really busy day at Ralphy's retreat and everyone is tuckered out. I'm so happy that Lottie has accepted Mac into the house. I mean, look at them now. Bringing in new rescues to the sanctuary has its ups and downs, but seeing how everything worked out today, well, that makes it all worthwhile. And just in time. I'm exhausted. It's time for me to hit the hay.
Lottie and Max still live together in Kara's house to this day. She always lets him hog the bed.
So, almost everyone had been able to let go.
Almost everyone?
You're holding on to something too, Titles.
How dare you? You're a fraud!
It's okay to be angry.
I'm not angry.
You know, you don't need to judge others' Titles.
I'm a narrative plot device. I'm just doing my job.
You're more than your job, Titles. Don't worry, we'll do your intervention next.